A detail from The Last Judgment, 1506 to 1508, by Hieronymus Bosch d'Agostini, Getty Images, Washington. Donald Trump was promising to destroy a vile criminal cartel, unfortunately, not his own, but one could be forgiven for mistaking the vicious tactics of the MS-13 gang, as described by the president in a Long Island speech on Friday, with those of the Trump White House. They don't like shooting people because it's too quick, it's too fast, Trump said, adding, they like to knife them and cut them, and let them die slowly because that way, it's more painful, and they enjoy watching that much more. These are animals. The president could have been describing his own sadistic assault on Jeff Sessions, as flies to wanton boys, as Shakespeare said. Trump turned Sessions, with all his backward views on gays, drugs and criminal justice, into an unlikely hero for lawmakers from both parties who began hailing him as a crown jewel of American jurisprudence. In his speech, Trump encouraged police brutality and said he was the big believer and admirer of the people in law enforcement. Okay. He said that he's protecting the backs of law enforcement 100%. Except for Sessions, Sally Yates, Preet Bharara and Robert Mueller, as two people close to Trump told The Times' Maggie Haberman when asked why he was tormenting Sessions instead of firing him, because he can. 6 months in, Trump has pushed out a staggering number of top people, culminating with Reince Priebus. And in his paranoid, aggrieved isolation, he's even thinking about nixing Steve Bannon, nemesis of the Mooch, and mulling firing the one who could get him fired, Mueller, and pardoning himself for possible charges. Trump learned his technique of publicly criticizing and freely firing from George Steinbrenner, one of the ruthless, towering characters he modeled himself on when he started hanging out at Yankee Stadium in the 70s. The dark pandemonium of the Trump West Wing has become a wormy scene worthy of Hieronymus Bosch. As Trump Fox News cheerleader Katrina Pearson likes to say, people have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Trump unleashed his mini-me pit bull Anthony Scaramucci to maul Priebus, and the Mooch cast himself as Cain to Priebus as Abel, eviscerating him in a lewd rant to, of all places, The New Yorker. Then Trump delivered the coup de graceless Friday evening, tweeting from Air Force One as Priebus deplaned that he was replacing the Chief of Staff with Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly. Trump had always resented Priebus for advising him to get out of the race after the Billy Bush Access Hollywood tape story broke, known as Priebus's Scarlet according to the Washington Post, and for not understanding that Trump is not a mere Republican, he's the head of his own beautiful us against them movement, the likes of which the world